monthly reading, I suppose you could call it now, for Aquarius. Now, I had done Libra earlier on, and normally I do all the air signs together, all the water signs together, all the signs together. But I think just for now, it's important that we focus on one sign at a time. So I know we've been in Mercury retrograde, I know all this energy has been going on, but it's like somebody has just turned the light off in our lives. It's like things were going along smoothly, and then suddenly things that we were accepting in our friendships, in our relationships, in our lives, we're no longer accepting. And it's happening across the board, Aquarius. It's not just happening to you. It's happened to me. I'm a Gemini. It's happened to Libra. It's happening to Virgos. It's happening across the board. That it's suddenly like the blinkers have been taken off our eyes and we are seeing people for who they are. And this doesn't always have to be romantical. This can be, I suppose, friendships. It can be somebody that you're not sure of. Maybe we just don't have enough boundaries, because if you're on this channel and you are, then you're going to be empathic or you're going to be spiritual, and that means that we open our hearts up to everyone. We're the helpers. We want to mind people. And that's okay. I'm not saying, you know, turn into a hard-faced person. What I'm saying is that we need to be careful. Now, unfortunately, we get ourselves into situations when our guard is down. So if you are in the middle of a breakup right now, remember how that relationship started and why did it start and where was your head at the time? Were you in a happy place or were you low? Were you vulnerable? Were you grieving? Because sometimes when we are in a bad situation ourselves, our energy drops and then we attract the same into our lives. That's why power of the mind is really, and I'm preaching the stuff here to you, and I need to take it on board myself. So what I'm talking about is going forward after this reading is to kind of, you know, start a little bit of self-love. That love that you give to everyone that knocks on your door. It's time to give that love to you and only give your love out to those who deserve it. Now the blinkers are taken off and we can see people for who they really are. We can see the masks dropping. We can see the lies, the deceit. You know, it's now time to love ourselves. Because when you raise your frequency, and I do, and I'm trying anyway, that's when you attract better people into your life on the same frequency. So if you're happy and you're in a nice stable job and you have your nice home and your kids are happy, you know, become self-sufficient, so you don't actually need toxic people or friends into your life. And there's an old saying that if you don't love yourself, how can you expect anyone to do that? Now saying that, I am not disputing that there are really nasty people out there who come in to our lives, promise us the sun, moon and stars, and then trample all over us like we're nothing. But you know something? It's because we attracted it, because at the time we felt like we were nothing. So what we need to do is break not only the physical connection if you are still in a toxic relationship or friendship, but also the energetic connection. Now I'm going to start off really with the Archangel deck to see what we have here. I will go on to the tarot and then I will throw in a few romance angels. And as it's all really, you know, I know a lot of us want love right now, and a lot of us have love right now, and a lot of us want to keep the love right now, and a lot of us just don't want to ever go there again. But I really think that you can love your life. And when you love yourself and when you love your life, you will be amazed what you attract. That's so funny. Career transition. That's Archangel Chamuel. Now, Chamuel is also the angel of relationships. So it's a kind of like a tricky one. So there's definitely a change within work there. Definitely a change within work. But it's just reminding you here, I haven't seen these cards in ages. It's if you're releasing that negativity from your life, you will then attract positivity in your life. So clear your space, clear your energy, and you will attract what you deserve in. And there we go, moon cycles. The moon has an awful lot to do with what's been going on. But that's also about releasing, letting go. If you've had somebody living in your house, just clear their stuff out. If you've had somebody, I suppose, on your phone, just get rid. Let the energetic connection fade away as well. Now, some of you will look at this and say, yeah, but I think there was a soulmate connection or a twin flame. And like, I don't really understand the twin flame bit, but a soulmate connection doesn't always necessarily mean that you're going to meet Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Obviously, I'm looking from a woman's point of view here, or my point of view. It means that sometimes it means that two broken people come together. They both work on each other, on themselves, to make a go of it. Because 90% of the time it doesn't work out unless both parties are present. And really looking at these cards, well, looking at them for all the air signs, one partner hasn't been present. One partner has been away, hasn't been there, emotionally available, physically available, and you know, even though that hurts, and you're probably sitting there thinking, why didn't they give a damn about me? Why didn't they make an effort? Why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? The truth of the matter is that they were emotionally unavailable. They weren't available. Now with you, Aquarius, you also have what's known as, listen, when you're watching this, you're a bit spiritual anyway, probably. If you have a niggling doubt whether somebody is a loyal person to you or your person is not loyal to you, that comes from somewhere. Like, they might call you mad, they might say, yeah, you're paranoid, you're this, you're that, but really and truly you should always trust your intuition. Now what I see here is you've got the Strength card, which is what you are doing right now. You're being strong. So whether this person is, I don't like to use narcissist terms, but hoovering you, promising you the sun, the moon, the stars, you're being strong because you've decided that this is you now, this is you. You're self-sufficient, that you don't need him. And when you are in a position, Aquarius, where you actually don't need anyone, that you can manage on your own and you can do fine on your own. And if you write down a list of what this person has bought into your life and what you bought into their life, you'll see one list is a lot longer than the other. Now this is obviously, if this doesn't resonate with you, please feel free to flip the channel, because it's not going to be for everybody. But I have noticed across the board relationships are really falling around. You've got the three of cups here as well. Now this can have a double meaning. It can mean that your person had another person, or it could mean that your person was too busy. They hadn't got the time they needed to invest in this relationship. And even though you wanted so much for them to, move, they promised you all this stuff, but they never actually did anything. You didn't feel it. You didn't feel wanted. You didn't feel appreciated. And looking at this card, if you have broken up with somebody, it did result in a lot of conflict. And I think you're tired of conflict. And I think you're tired of wondering, is this going to progress? Is this going to get better? Is he going to do this? Is she going to do that? And now, of course, after a while of being neglected emotionally, physically, whatever the case may be, or them not delivering on any promises, not being there for you when you need them, not being there for you when you're sick, not being there for you when you're grieving, we start to see how emotionally unavailable this person actually was in your life, and how beneficial, more to the point. I do see this person, again, too busy, too busy. So even if you did decide to give it a go, both parties would have to fix it. Now, this is for those who have had a recent breakup, which seems to be across the board. For those of you who are waiting to hear about love and wanting to know if there is a new love coming in, once you do the work on yourself and once you love yourself enough and shine, there is definitely new love and new energies and new opportunities opening for you. I definitely see with this card, Aquarius, this new, it's like Spirit is helping you along, pushing you along, giving you the opportunities, and also you're giving you a bit of strength as well. You also have the 3, which means that you're looking at your options. And I feel that there's somebody else already watching you. If you are on your own and waiting, there's somebody new on the horizon anyway. And this always happens when you start to value yourself. The bottom of the deck energy is the Knight of Swords. So this is somebody, you know, possibly another air sign or a fire sign that's kind of annoyed, and you know, they're charging now, and then they're like, I'll give you this, I'll give you that, and you know, there's a lot of reds around this person, which means that they're kind of, oh my God, what have I done? So anyway, getting on to quickly a few of the romance cards. And I wish I had better news, and maybe there is, for those of you who are watching me for the first time and you're looking at this and saying, Claire, my relationship is hunky-dory. Well, I'm delighted for you because you're one of the very few. But there's always something better. And if you're stuck in a rut right now, remember, you can't control the mind with your mind. You control it with movement. You control it with breath. Your finances have popped up here, which also did in the, Libra deck. So finances is an issue there as well. And remember, if somebody is struggling financially, if somebody is struggling in stability, if they don't know where they're going, if they don't know about their job, they don't know what's happening, their energy is going to be low and they're not going to be able to commit to you because their head is always going. Now, this is if it's a huge, now and there we have the separation card. So this is just what's past, what's passing, the separation card because of conflict. And then the final card is just wait your turn. And then you start to get romantic feelings for somebody new. Now, this could also mean you get romantic feelings for your ex-partner or somebody that you already know. But just know that the wheel always turns. If they hurt you once, they'll hurt you twice. If they hurt you twice, they'll hurt you 3 times. If they say, what's the saying? If they hurt you once, shame on them. If they hurt you twice, shame on you. I think in my case, it's 100 times. But don't let it make you hard. That's all I need to say to you. Don't let it make you hard. As money is definitely a key element here with you, and I do definitely see money coming in. I definitely see money coming in. The scales are not balanced. You wanted answers, but I think right now you're withdrawing. You're withdrawing and you're saying, nah, disconnect. This is just causing me too much pain. And so when you're sitting there romanticizing and remembering the good times, if there were any, if they had time to give you the good times, just kind of bring yourself right back to now that you are self-sufficient. You have the Queen of Pentacles, which means you don't need them. You really don't need them. So that's really all I have for you. But for those of you who are new, I'll actually just pull a card. For those of you who are waiting to hear about love, who haven't been through this, but I don't really think there's many. Now, letting go. Just let go. Let go and allow love to come in. It's like when we manifest, isn't it? When we manifest something, we say, you know, we ask the universe, or we ask for a benevolent outcome. We ask for the perfect man to come into our lives, or the perfect woman, whatever the case may be. And then 2 days pass, nobody shows up. So you're like, okay, I'm going to do it again and again and again. It's like ordering from Amazon. If you order something and then say, it's not coming, you've cancelled it, and then you're ordering it again. So it's just allow it to come. And self-love is the key. but cut those cords, cut the energy that attaches you to these people. And remember, the more you do, clean your house, clear your energy, clear everything about you. Keep going. The worst thing to do, and especially for air signs, is just to sit there and procrastinate. And that's also for those who are single as well. Don't sit there and overthink. And then you will attract better, and I do see better. You've got like two options. We're all at a crossroads. Every one of us, we're at a crossroads here. But with you, I think you need to be clear, decisive, and have your boundaries. That nobody else is ever going to hurt you again. And that you don't need anyone, and that you are well able to manage on your own until somebody who deserves you shows up. Right, I've rabbited on for 15 minutes, so this is the end of this video. God knows how long it will take to download, but I will be back every few weeks. And for now, please hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you. Bye.